So, hello and welcome back to Industry Insights. Today we have a special guest, Jeevan Shenoy, who is the Group Project Director at Messe Muenchen India. So, thank you so much, Jeevan, for doing this. So, you are associated with Messe Muenchen and Drinktec India, but there's a show happening in a week's time, and of course, at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. So, can you please share what's going to happen and what is to be expected from the show?
Sure. First of all, thank you, Abhay. Thank you, Deepthi, for having me here. It's a pleasure to be with you guys. Yes, Messe Muenchen India does multiple shows. One of them, of course, is the largest show in the country on beverages, which is Drinktec. So, Drinktec has had a history of doing shows in alternate years between Delhi and Mumbai. But in the last couple of years, what we've done is we've stayed in Mumbai. So we've been trying to be a pan India show and we've been growing pretty big in that sector. But that came with a problem of its own was that the North Indian community kind of felt left out. All right. So we have a huge following there. We have a lot of customers there. We have clients, we have visitors, we have genuine buyers who are consistently ramping up. So we needed to find a way to connect with them again. We needed to find a way how we can connect them to what the current industry insights are. So that's where Drink Technology Delhi came in. So we branded as Drink Technology Delhi, which is powered by Drinktec, of course. And more than a trade fair, it's not a trade fair actually, it's more like a summit. What we're trying to do is a small showcase of what is to come in Mumbai. All right. So we're giving them a trailer as to what is going to happen in Mumbai. Delhi is more so such edition. We're just giving them insights on what's happening, what are the new trends, and what more can they foresee in Mumbai. With that, we are also co-locating with one of our other shows called as eFart India, which is on wastewater treatment technologies. So this is something that we are doing together.
Oh, that's great. Like the other thing that Drinktec I think is deeply integrated with is PacMac Asia Expo and the World Tea and Coffee Expo. So what are the trends and trajectories that you would say that you're picking up from the sector?
Quite a lot, actually. You guys are young guns. You should know more than me. I'm sure you do. Well, some of the trends today is, I mean, we all get hooked up to what we see on the shelves, right? We are also a lot eager. We are also a lot into being transparent. So this is something which is happening right now. We are also health conscious. A lot of us are health conscious now. Most of them youngsters are. So from a era or from a consumer trend, which was previously diving into any beverage you give them, eat anything, consume anything, we've come to an era where we need ready to consume drinks. We are coming into protein and functional beverages where you need something which is protein rich because half the times you're eating food which is not really good for your health. You're consistently traveling, you're everywhere, so you need something to maintain the balance. Then you also have brands who are being transparent as to what they're putting on the in the food or the beverage
with their labels.
Absolutely. So packaging is becoming a big thing now. Brands are becoming more and more conscious because consumers are very clear. They will eat what is written clearly. If not, they're happy to let it be on the shelf. So that's the latest trend that is going on.
Yeah, I think that I recently read that they're driving away from discounts also. Like there was a time when discounts used to attract people, but I think right now they're okay with paying a premium if the label is truthful.
Absolutely. In fact, there's a big shift. I mean, of course, there is a generation of 80s to 90s people who you will still see going to DMart and other places, bulk ordering everything. But then there is the next generation which is coming up who is hooking onto Blinkits and whatnots, saying, I'm okay to order food which is coming to me in 10-15 minutes, but I'll order only a single piece of it. I don't want to go and bulk order anything. So there are clear differentiation there.
Okay. And like just to follow up, if you say from a strategic point of view, how do you think this unified platform gives a brand owner the basically like in one single visit they're able to like get like every single aspect of the packaging, right? Like, and how do you think it helps them?
Yes, so platforms like us, where Drinktec, PacMac, Tea Coffee, Pro Food India, which is newly launched now, come together. As a brand owner perspective, it is very helpful. So from a brand owner perspective, let's talk about it more, right? I am walking into a place today trade fairs are segregated across the country. So I walk into a place, I only find someone who is into pet preforms, or I walk into some place where I only find filling, or somewhere I find only the packaging machine, or somewhere I see only corrugated boxes, or somewhere I feel or rather see only raw materials. So the multiple shows happening across
Yeah,
the
yeah.
country which are segregated into niches like this. But as a brand owner, that's eating up my time.
Yeah.
Or even as a boss, when I am approving my teammates to go and visit a show, it's eating up their time. It's
Yeah.
their productivity which is going up for a toss. So I would rather go to a show which has everything in it,
Yeah.
right? So I come to Drinktec, PackMac, Pro Food, and World Tea Coffee. I've got everything there. I've got a raw material guy there. I got a packaging guy there. I got a filling guy there. I got a pet preform guy there. I have a caps and closure guy there. I have an automation guy there. I have an AI guy there. So I have everyone which who I require to fulfill my requirement in operations. That's all I require. That's why these platforms help for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting
yeah,
approach.
and of course, Mr. Shenoy, you have been associated with the beverage industry for a very long time. So, what are the top three headlines that you can share with us?
So one of the key things that is happening today is uh, India is becoming more and more. What do you say? The patient levels are growing in India. People are ready to explore. People are ready to adapt. Like you have become a good hub for new brands today. Earlier, you would have only the large scale giants who are ruling the business. But today, you go out to a market, a supermarket, you go to a small store, you go to so many other places. You have so many new brands who are ready to launch in the country. That's your biggest thing, which means we've become a market where consumption is becoming more and more adaptive. People are ready to explore new brands. They're happy to spend the money. Your premiumization has taken spots now. Earlier,
Yeah.
people would be very conservative, right? You would remember your olden days when dads and moms would say, "Beta, paise bachao."
Yeah.
Save your money. Don't spend on a $50 product. Rather spend on a
True.
21. Today, you're okay to spend on that $50 product because you trust the brand there. He's
Yes.
written, or he them have those guys have written what they are putting into a product.
Mm.
So you're very happy with that. Then, of course, convenience. That's the biggest thing today. I would not like to take the effort of mixing a coffee with some other product and then make a product out of it.
Yeah.
I would rather have a product which is ready to consume,
Mm.
and companies are offering me that. I would rather go to them. It
Yeah,
makes convenience easy for me. It is very easy for me. I'm happy to be with that.
Okay.
yeah.
And I think one of the specialties of the Drink Tech show is always the conversations and the panels that you host. And some of them are like with industry grades. And like, what do you think we have to look out for in 2026?
So everyone knows what's going around in the world right now.
Yeah.
The war is happening, and it has impacts on the business. People have to agree to a fact that when such big, global disasters are on, you have those impacts in local businesses. Petroleum products are everywhere. So the biggest thing today is for all brands, without impacting customers, is to ensure the productivity goes on, or, production goes on, efficiency are on highest levels. So self reliability is a big thing now. So this is something which is very important. Second is optimization, cost optimization, because your petroleum product costs have gone up. So or brands have to now find ways to ensure the entire impact is not on the consumer, because something which is $20 will end up coming up a cost of 50, 60, 70, god knows how much. So they have to try and ensure that the complete burden is not on the consumer. So they're going to find ways. Third is your recyclability, which has been there already, but being very serious about it as a business is something which is happening this year. All the brands today which you see in beverages are trying to recycle more and more, because even the governments are saying become self-reliant. That is very essential today. That's where we are headed this year.
Yes, and yeah, like you rightly said, it's the cost pressures that everyone is tackling with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so our audience is packaging professionals and new product development heads. So for them, what are a couple of hacks that you can share for the benefit of the Drink Tech show?
Absolutely. So when these kind of audience comes to the show, the one thing we would always love to tell them is, come mentally prepared. Okay, the general tendency for a lot of us is that we are underprepared. All right,
Okay.
we do not know the impact of a show. We do not know the impact of a place we head out to. So it's better we are prepared. I would request them to be more prepared because the show has grown big, which means you will have tiring days. But the best way to work about is understand which hall represents what, and be very clear in your mind as to what your requirements are. So for example, when we head to Germany, Drinktec or Brau or Interpack or K,
Yeah.
we are very clear which halls we need to go to, because we know what our requirements are, we know whom we need to meet.
Yeah.
This is a similar kind of seriousness we would like to have in India as well, because whilst we are not as big as those countries, but we're growing there. We are in 4 halls now. We're spread out across BEC 4 halls, which means anyone who comes will have a lot of walking around to do. So it is better they're prepared. We would publish all the details on our websites pre-hand. So it would be good if they can understand which halls have packaging machines, which halls
Yeah.
have preforms, which have processing machines, which have SME equipments. We also have a hall for SME equipments. It helps them. So everything is bifurcated well. It would be good if they can go through this.
Yeah, we have actually a section dedicated to fun questions about drink tech. So
Yeah. And I think the other thing about Messe Muenchen is that they have a strong focus on buyer programs and B2B forums, and they've always hosted this. So, how do you think Drinktech is ensuring that SME or an MSME from, say, Sri City or Raipur gets the same executive level of treatment, like and access to technology at such events?
Yeah. So this is something we already started last year. Okay. Just for a quick shout out on that. We worked with an association called as TPWMA in Trichy.
Okay.
And we brought about 65 buyers from around that place to the show, and we hosted them, completely hosted them. Right, we took care of their travel, we took care of their stay, we gave them vehicle facilities within the city, we took care of their lunches, we arranged meeting for them with our exhibitors. Everything was done. So we are happy to do more and more of this. We are currently talking to similar associations in different cities where we host them for this year, and we'll ensure they're taken care of.
Okay. Do you host like a specific city per edition,
No.
or like do you host multiple?
We do host multiple. So
Okay.
we are talking to Kerala, we are talking to Karnataka, we are talking to Hyderabad right now.
Oh, great.
So we are happy to talk to more and more people. We're happy to host them as well. We're working with different associations on this, and we have the ultimate idea is to ensure everyone has access to technology. So it's everyone's right. So and these people, when they come, the good thing about these people is they're pretty serious about what they do. So
Yeah.
they're small business people, but they come with a clear mindset that if in the next year I'm setting up a plant, what machine do I require? So it helps us because then I'm able to set up his meetings with who exactly I have on floor. It's easy.
Okay. Okay.
yeah, like you rightly said, it's the 4 halls of the Bombay Exhibition Center. That's where the real game is.
Absolutely.
So say if a CEO has only 48 hours to spend at the Bombay Exhibition Center in October for the Drinktec show, which specific hot topic zone or hall is the pulse for the industry right now?
So it all depends on what kind of a CEO, or rather CEO of which, what kind of company he or she is. So if you're a small medium enterprise, I would request you to walk into hall 3-2 straight away. It's easy for you because you've got equipments there, you've got raw materials there, you've got ingredients there, you've got international pavilions there where you can find equipments you can import from other countries. If you're a CEO of a large conglomerate, then I would expect you to go into hall 4 and 6. You've got global brands there who are showing heavy artillery equipments, who are basically not for smaller organizations. It's not affordable for everyone, but then it makes it easier also because you have large scale requirements. You're putting up 10 plants or 2 plants with 12 machines or 13 machines, and these are the guys who can give you that.
Well said. Yeah.
And Messe Muenchen, I think, is in partnership with IPME, and you host Envision every year. And this year, I think it's in Bangalore. So, can you share a little more about?
Should I or should it me to do it? So all I can currently say is it's on the 7th and 8th of August.
Okay.
And yes, it is in Bangalore. The good thing is the entire IPME is going to be there. A lot of members of IPME will be there. It will be a very good event to network, get along with a lot of people, understand what's happening in the packaging world. work with partners who can perhaps help you in other cities, meet new partners who can take your businesses to the next levels. So there are a lot of opportunities there. So it's a 2 full day of opportunities which is in Bangalore.
Ah, great.
Nice.
Great.
Amazing for our listeners. So let's do a quick rapid fire fun question round with Jeevan Shenoy. So, Mr. Shenoy, you walk miles on that trade show floor. What is the one pair of shoes that actually survives 3 days at the Bombay Exhibition Center?
I wouldn't want to name a specific brand, but yes,
You can give us hints.
I think we are comfortable with sports walking shoes.
Okay, and you've hosted the exhibitors from I think 45 plus countries. And what is one drink you always look for on the last day of the show?
A good blessing of chai.
Oh,
Nice.
amazing. Yeah. So, if you weren't the maestro of the global trade shows, what would your plan B dream job be?
So good. It's an interesting question. In fact, there are things that I've been wanting to do from childhood. I'm a sports enthusiast, a big sports enthusiast. I play myself a few games, but then yes, what I would ideally be is probably what people don't like, a PE teacher in some school, and teaching
Okay.
them tennis and cricket and
Interesting.
volleyball and whatnot.
I would love to have a coach like you.
Yeah. And so the next question is the last exhibitor leaves and the show ends and everything else. So, what do you think is the best method to clean up the plastic and the vinyl leaves?
Well, there is actually it's a lot of work. So these days, the good thing is exhibitors have become very workable
Conscious.
with very conscious, and they do not use things which are not sustainable or not helpful to them. So that has kind of reduced our task half. But yeah, then JCBs walk in.
Yeah.
They just pull down everything and walk off.
Yeah.
So, one final question. I know this is a tough one for you. So, forget the global drinks, okay?
Yeah.
What is the one local Mumbai snack at the Nesco trade ground that keeps you going during the 10-hour day on the floor?
I would always look for Soul Kadhi.
Oh, wow.
It helps me. It's a lovely drink. In Mumbai, whenever I come,
Yeah.
I ensure it's a part of my meal. A lot of times I enjoy it because it gives me energy and it keeps me cool.
Both your answers are like Mumbai favorites, chai and soul curry.
Yeah.
It is. It is. Chai is my all-time favorite. I could live my day without food, but chai is definitely needed.
Perfect.
Interesting. Okay, so that was Mr. Jeevan Shenoy with us and Drinktec. Everybody, all the eyes are on Drinktec right now, and we have a lot of information and more such podcasts lined up with other industry associations and giants. So we do. Please listen in and please tune in for the next episode.